Hi again, this is Arthur Rich from the White House, Washington, D.C. Today I've been in Washington, D.C. meeting with policy folks and starting my national campaign to make minimum wage tax-free for everyone. This way everybody that's working gets a raise, no matter what income bracket. The first $15,000 roughly would be tax-free, and this would encourage job growth and not put a strain on small business. Last Friday, the President held a press conference here about the 74 months of consecutive job growth in the U.S. economy. Well, that's great. If we've had 74 months of growth, then that's great. But if you look at Eastern North Carolina, as I've been looking at for the last couple of years, you don't see very much growth occurring. And hopefully by making minimum wage tax-free, you would see Eastern North Carolina and small businesses in Eastern North Carolina, or in North Carolina in general, start growing. And it would encourage people to hire more people because it would be tax-free. And it takes a burden off, the employer and the employee. And not only that, it would, prevent, some folks from even having to file tax returns because their income if they were making minimum wage, would not be taxable. So everybody keeps talking about increased minimum wage to $15 an hour or something. Well, when you increase minimum wage to, or more than double what it is now, to $7.25, you also double the tax base, which means the people on the lower end are going to be paying higher taxes and a higher percentage of taxes to the government. And then also the ones that's making more than minimum wage, they don't get an increase. So basically, they're not benefiting anything from, the minimum wage increase. My program gives everybody a raise across the board. And let's say they decide to raise minimum wage. In years past, we've done the minimum wage increase gradually, just a little bit, and then we step it up. Well, it's been a number of years since minimum wage has been raised, and I totally understand it. Inflation is basically, eating people's paychecks up. When you go to the grocery store, utilities, or whatever, things that we have to have, our basic necessities, are constantly increasing, whereas wages might not be keeping pace. And during the economic downturn, there was a lot of people that got cut from their job because they were making a reasonable amount more than minimum wage. So basically, these employers decided to say, we're going to have to cut our staff because we're not making any profit, we're not selling anything. Well, hopefully by making minimum wage tax-free, you're going to see an influx of sales.